Okay, so for the cumulative frequency, we just add them up. So we get plus 7 is 17, plus 12 is 29, plus 19 is 48, plus 18 is 66, plus 14 is 80. And we write them down there. And cumulative frequency is those 7 kids are under 5, those 17 are under 10, and so on. And then we'll just draw the graph onto the graph paper. So 5 minutes goes with 7. The scales are just 1 square each. 10 minutes to 17. 15 minutes to 29. 20 minutes to 48. 25 minutes to 66. And 30 minutes to 80. And we just draw a curve through those. Oops. Find an estimate for the median. Well, the middle kid is number 40, and his pocket money is, so I give the estimate as 15, 16, 17, so it's going up in 2, so I get the median to be 17.5 minutes. The interquartile range, well, the lower quartile is 10.5, and the upper quartile is 23. So the interquartile range is 12.5, one take away the other. Okay, and I'll just quickly check the range on the scheme for that. And they'll accept 17 to 19 and 9 to 13 based on you reading your graph right. Okay, so from A to C is A to B plus B to C. Well, A to B is 6 across and 9 down. B to C is that one backwards. So that's minus 1, minus 3. So we get 5 minus 12. Okay, now you can do that by counting the squares, just sketch them on a graph, but you get there in the end. So we got 5 across and 12 down. So the magnitude is the length of going directly, so that's the square root of 5 squared plus 12 squared. You always get Pythagoras triangles on a graph, so that just comes out to 13. Okay, so make the subject of a formula. Well, we've obviously got rid of the square root, so we get y squared equals 3x minus 2 over x plus 1. To get rid of the square root, we've got to get all the x's on the top line, so that gives us xy squared plus 1y squared equals 3x minus 2. We want the x's on the same side, so we put the x's on that side and the non-x's on the other side. Okay, and then we bring the x's to the front, and we get x into y squared minus 3 equals minus y squared minus 2. So x equals minus y squared minus 2 divided by y squared minus 3. That's actually tidier to put y squared plus 2 over 3 minus y squared by making, but either one will do. Okay, for the next one, we get rid of root 2 minus 1 by timesing by root 2 plus 1. So it's 4 plus root 8 over root 2 minus 1, and then times the top and the bottom by root 2 plus 1. Okay, so That's 4 times root 2 is 4 root 2, plus 4 times 1 is plus 4. Root 8 times root 2 gives us root 16, which is another 4, plus 1 times root 2 times root 8 is plus root 8. And on the bottom line, we get root 2 squared, which is 2, minus 1. Now, we need to deal with the root 8. We could have dealt with it here, but I'm going to deal with it here. And root 8 is 2 root 2. So we got 4 root 2 plus 8 plus 2 root 2. All over 2 take away 1 is 1. So that's just 8 plus 6 root 2. Okay, number 17. Y is directly proportional to the cube of x. So y equals, I think we did this one in class, k times x cubed. Okay. Now, when y equals 20h, x equals h. So k equals, well, we can cancel one of the h's. So k equals 20 over h squared. So y equals 20 times x cubed over h squared. Find x in terms of h when y equals 67.5h. So 67.5h equals 20x cubed over h squared. So 67.5h cubed equals 20x cubed. So x cubed equals 67.5 over 20 times h cubed. Okay, so we need a cube root of that, so we need shift the cube root of 67.5 over 20 equals 3 over 2. So x equals 3 over 2 h. Now doing it with fractions instead of decimals is more elegant, but you still get in the end with the decimals. And I think we've also done this one in class, but let's do it again. So for the front, he's 12 minus 3x times x. He's 12 minus 3 times x. He's 12 minus 3x times x. He's 12 minus 3x times x. So all of those are the same. So we've got 4 lots of 12x minus 3x squared. For the top and the bottom, that's x squared, okay, plus 2x squared. So that gives us 48 minus 12x squared plus 2x squared. So that gives us 48 minus 10x, sorry, 48x. 48x minus 10x squared, and that's the surface area. So if we differentiate, sorry, I said A, not S. So if we differentiate dA by ds equals 48 minus 20x, and we get a maximum when dA by ds equals 0. So in other words, 48 minus 20x equals 0. So 20x equals 48. So x equals 2.4. And so a equals 48 times 2.4 minus 10 times 2.4 squared. $57.6.